Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, Wes Troop, and I am back this week, and we're going to talk about what trending topics went down in the Disney parks. But we're also going to talk a little bit about, I promised you guys a little bit last week, that we're going to talk a little bit about Pandora, the world of Avatar. That's right, because it's opening in just a few weeks to the public. But obviously, people are getting in, some special people are getting in, and they're releasing videos on the internet of what it looks like. And by last week, I said there wasn't enough to really talk about because there wasn't full videos to talk about everything. So I figure this week, we're going to talk a little bit about a ride that I'm really looking forward to seeing in person, and that is the Navi River Journey, which is the boat ride in the new Pandora Avatar Land. So we're going to talk about a little bit of that. I'm going to give you my thoughts on that attraction, and then we're going to go into the news. So, the Navi River Journey. First up, you go through an immersive queue, or line, where you get a great look at the scenery, including those flying mountains, and just small waterfalls. You go across a mini bridge, and there's just so many spectacular details in the queue. As always, Disney does great with the line, because you know you're going to be in there for a while, at least in the newer rides, and the older rides too, you know. But yeah, the queue definitely looks great, definitely a lot of details and really cool stuff that you can look at while you wait in line. Then you board the vehicle. The vehicle is a boat, of course, with 2 rows across. So it's not like Pirates of the Caribbean with like 5 different rows, but 2, which is fine. That's as long as they have enough vehicles for the capacity to not go very slow. I would think 2 rows on a vehicle is fine. And then you start to go through the attraction itself, and of course it's inside in the dark, and everything basically glows in the dark. Neon lights and whatnot. You see a number of projections of the Navi in the caverns, along with some very cool looking plant life and scenery. And it is a lot of projections. There's a number of projections that they all look real, as far as I can tell from the video. I'm not sure how it looks in person, but the animals walking on the different landscapes as you pass by look great. There's like a caterpillar at one point that like walks and it looks definitely real. And you know, there's the different Navi are in the background. You know, I'm sure if you've seen the video, there's the one, I thought it was an animatronic, the one that as soon as you start, that says some random thing, like the SeaWorld ride, wait. Yeah, looks great to me. The projections look great here. Then you go under some giant leaves above the riders' heads, where some sort of animals, they're at least some sort of frog-like animal, if they're not frogs themselves, jump from leaf to leaf. And that's a pretty cool effect. These big leaves, and you just see these frog-like animals jumping from leaf to leaf above your head. Obviously another projection, but still really cool. And then you start to hear some tribal music, which I'll talk about a little bit later. I love the music in this attraction. And that's when you see the piece de resistance of the ride, and that is the singing shaman Navi automatronic figure, which is amazing. They really went out on this figure. This is the only automatronic figure in the ride, and it definitely one of the best I've ever seen. Can't wait to check that out in person and see what it looks like with my own eyes, but even just on the video, it looks amazing. And then you pass through some more caverns, and then that's basically the end of the ride. So now remember, this is my thoughts. These are my opinions. So save the drama for your mama. That's what I'm going to tell you every time. I like this ride. I'm not like some people like, God, God, but I like it. It's not a thrill ride, okay? So don't go into thinking it's gonna be something, where you're gonna go down a 500-foot drop or something. Going in, you should know this is a relaxing ride. And that's what I thought this would be by the preview. I don't know how people thought it was going to be some sort of, like a Jurassic Park type ride or something, by what they show. I always thought it would be a relaxing ride. It thinks more like the old Fantasyland dark rides, such as Snow White or Peter Pan. It's very beautiful. The scenery is gorgeous. It looks like one of the most beautiful rides in any theme park, and it's very relaxing. It looks like, it looks like a ride. This looks like a ride that grandparents will absolutely love, and that's perfectly fine. Grandparents, younger children. And I'm sure if I will very much enjoy it when I see it. And I really love the music. The music really sounded great in the ride. Now, maybe I thought it might have had a little more to it in the way of maybe a few more animatronics here or there. I thought maybe might have spruced it up a little bit, or I was expecting a little more than one animatronic, but that one animatronic is awesome. I think it definitely still looks cool. I think it fits the part very well. It fits the park very well in the Animal Kingdom, as the Animal Kingdom is supposed to be a relaxing park, minus Dinosaur and Everest. It's a relaxing park that you're supposed to take your time to discover. They even say it in the opening announcement, take your time. Walk around the oasis. So I'm going to be excited to see this in person. I'll be definitely looking forward to checking out if a video ever comes for the Flight of Passage ride. What that's all gonna look like. I've seen, the queue for that, which looks awesome, and what the bikes look like that you do ride, but I haven't yet to see what the ride itself is. So I'm looking forward to see how exciting that is and whatnot. So, in my opinion, the Navi River Journey, it gets a passing grade from me, sure, and I'll be very excited to see what it looks like in person. Now moving on to the news, because over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, this weekend, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out, and man, did it land some big money for Disney. What a surprise. I saw the movie, I loved it. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 characters, Star-Lord and Baby Groot, are now meeting guests at Disney's Hollywood Studios, inside the one-man dream attraction, where Moana was previously meeting just a few weeks ago. The new Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 meet and greet is expected to continue through the end of the year. Awesome! Now, I would definitely go to this meet and greet if I was there. It would be really cool to see Star-Lord, and of course, the animatronic Baby Groot, which is hysterical. Obviously, he says, I am Groot, in a number of different ways, and Star-Lord interprets what he says. Definitely seems like a very cool meet and greet. I would definitely check it out over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And we're going to park hop over to Epcot now, because for this year's Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, each year always brings old favorites back, as well as new choices to the annual event. It's now confirmed that the year's event will feature 35 marketplaces, corresponding with Epcot's 35th anniversary, of course, including 2 kiosks making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback! India and Spain. While we have to wait a number of months before we get full menus for the whole year's festival, of course, Disney has released a few teases to get fans' mouths watering. Drip drip, nearly 4 months before this year's festival gets underway. You can have the crispy chicken with griddled cornbread and gravy at the Farm Fresh Marketplace. I'd be down for that. The charcuterie, in a cone at the Spain Marketplace. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe it's who knows? And the spicy korma chicken and pistachio cardamom cake from the Indian Marketplace. Now that sounds pretty darn good too. Some stuff I would definitely try there. There's a lot of stuff you can eat at the Epcot's Food and Wine Festival. Obviously, there's 35 different kiosks and marketplaces, so definitely keep a lookout. And if we have any more updates about the Food and Wine Festival, I will keep you updated. Moving on to Disney Springs, because this week Sound Lion, which was one of the first shops that opened when Downtown Disney made the move over to becoming Disney Springs, it has now closed. The store was open for just 2 years, opening back in February 2015 and closed just last week. Sound Lion sold a range of headphones, earbuds, Bluetooth speakers, and accessories. Disney has said a new shop is already set to open in the space in the very near future, but as of now, no announcements have been made. So, sucks for Sound Lion. I never even got the chance to go in. I don't know that I would have, but, because, if you need headphones or speakers while you're there, I guess it was good to check out, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't have gone in unless I really needed something. So, Sound Lion, you'll be missed by someone, I guess. All right. And of course, now heading over to the Resort Monorail. How about that? How about that? On May 16th, 17th, 23rd, 24th, and 30th, from 11:30 to 6 o'clock p.m., 11:30 a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m., the Magic Kingdom's Resort Monorail will run on a modified schedule, traveling between Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, Disney's Grand Floridian Resort, and Magic Kingdom. That's right, no more The Magic Kingdom, if you've seen those posts. It will not stop at the Transportation and Ticket Center or Disney's Contemporary Resort. The Express Monorail will make a stop at the Contemporary in addition to its regular stops at the Ticket and Transportation Center and the Magic Kingdom. I'm calling it the Magic Kingdom, suckers, to accommodate guests. Sometimes you just gotta call it the Magic Kingdom or it's not grammatically correct, right? Yeah. So, if you are gonna be there this month, just know that the monorail loop will be effective those days. All right, well, that's the show. I'll be back with another episode very soon where we'll find out what other stuff goes down in the Disney parks, as well as another Hitchhiking Host Show 101 where we'll talk about the history of a certain Disney attraction. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/HitchHostShow. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter at HitchHostShow. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, you can on Podbean, hitchhostshow.podbean.com, or search on iTunes or Stitcher under West Troop or the Hitchhiking Host Show. Until next time, don't forget to... for the next episode. See ya.